Good morning and welcome back. This is the Afia Morning Show. My name is Oji Watch. Comes to here with CC Emechebe. Thus far, we've been analyzing and going through the news and conversations, things happening all around Nigeria and also in Anambra State. But now, let's also indulge our queen of the social media, delectable and beautiful Cynthia Ijoma Luke. Ijoma, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I love the robotic sound. Like, that was so nice. Thank you so much, Oji. I'm great. I'm good.
Yeah.
Good morning to you.
Good morning
to you, Mr. CC.
Good morning.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was easy, right? It was easy, right? It was restful, though, a couple of walks too. And I laid back there watching the documentary and Surviving Biafra, the BBC African Eye, right?
Yes.
We're still going to talk about that maybe on the show tomorrow. I'm trying to create the content around that too.
Yeah, it's
analyze the biases.
Exactly. I mean, that has raised a lot of controversy in social media. But anyway, Mr. CC, how was your weekend?
Oh, well, I wish I could say the same thing with you, but no, that certain levels of responsibilities that come and everything, sometimes it just sweeps fast. It was a fruitful weekend. There were ups and downs, highs and lows. Thankfully, more highs than lows. Church activities. My daughter's birthday was on Saturday.
Belated happy birthday to her.
Thank you very much. She turned 12. She was here on the show the other day. Very, very bright indeed. And I'm proud, very, very proud that
that's beautiful.
So, but other than that, the show continues to move on, and this is a week of prospects. So what I normally do during weekends is I gear myself up for the week, and I know that it's going to be very fruitful. So it was a fruitful weekend of planning.
I mean that's a really good way to segue into our first story for the show. And good morning to you. Happy New Week, if I would say that. Esut Vertex Lab partners to launch AI Institute. Anyways, last week Friday, we had Natalie who is in Doha, Qatar, enjoying her life and also working. Afia TV chief correspondent, she was on the show and she told us a couple of things of how Qatar is and the ongoing conversations between the Esut VC registrar and other lecturers and the conversations they're having to bring AI Institute to Enugu State. Let's get straight into the MOU signing. Esut has signed an MOU with Qatar-based Vertex Labs to establish an Institute of Applied Artificial Intelligence and Advanced Computing in Enugu. The move follows Esut selections by TETFund as the Southeast Center of Excellence for AI, Robotics, and Cybersecurity, aimed at advancing innovation, research, and technology-driven education, which I think is super amazing. Straight into the comments of what people had to say about this. Sunlight Glory wrote, exactly what I have been saying for years. Nigerian leaders act like village men in power. Building roads without walkways, pedestrian paths should be wider than roads. If we want to develop our town and cities, attract investors, we must prioritize walkways wider than the road. Well, this person is referring to what Natalie said about the road comments she made on Friday. Straight into the next comment. Amarini wrote, copy their building structure and also implement it in your Enugu state. Igbos always love conference meetings with huge resources. She rise wrote, look at how calm Natalie looks. Baba, Naija no easy. Benvic wrote, they should also copy the structure of the buildings there and implement it here in our dear Enugu. And our last comment from Raphael wrote, why Qatar instead of China or US? Laughable. Well, these are the comments we have under this so far. So good. I mean, the last commenter is just very laughable. I love the fact they put laughable there. But Oji, what is your reaction to this?
Well, definitely, it's not just developing the city or the state. We have to have those important infrastructures on ground. You go to abroad, see how wide the roads are, the structures and whatnot, and how seamlessly everything is moving, seamlessly easy and peasy, right? So we want to replicate that down here in Nigeria, and it's a great deal too. That yes, also about the Vertex Lab and Esut's AI institutes, working hand in hand right now. They've signed the MOU. It's a great deal. It's a welcome development for our students and citizens right here in Enugu or in the Southeast, right? And having an AI institute at Esut right? Domicile right there. So now we can also get ourselves involved in the national and international affairs, because AI is the future, and we have to start indulging ourselves right now, robotics and whatnot. So it's great that it's closer home than it used to be.
Yes, I love that. Mr. Sisi, what's your contribution to
No,
this?
basically, riding on what Oji said right now, AI is the future. AI is here. We've come to accept it, or at least those who are progressive-minded, we've come to accept it. And kudos to the Enugu State University of Science and Technology for sending that contingent to go there to Qatar, to Doha in Qatar, and then to ensure that you're miles ahead of your competitors and your rivals. Because as it is right now, there's a lot of willpower. There's a lot of, we have too many human resources here. Some of the best IT specialists in the world are Nigerian or of Nigerian origin. So we need those tools. My mentor in broadcasting would always say this, God rest his soul. He said that the agility of the monkey is determined by the availability of the branches. We don't have enough branches to thrive in the AI sector. That's why we need these branches, and that's why going to Qatar has been a very, very good move indeed. And let's just see the fruit that comes out of it.
Yes. I mean, I would love to see more people talk about this, because it's definitely a very big innovation to us here in Enugu and the Southeast. But I mean, we're not getting so much comment as we should. Someone was saying that people will only come out when it's like a bad news, and they will look for things to antagonize. Yeah, but anyways, that is really a good one. I'm hoping to see Natalie back to Enugu, like with all the goodies, basically. Like, please come back. You look too good in Qatar. Anyway, straight into our next story. Governor Mbah hails massive turnout at the Ofu Obi Grand Rally that happened over the weekend. He took to his X page to appreciate everybody that turned out and came out to show their support and solidarity to the APC and also to his second tenure. Anyways, there's a video he posted up on his socials on X, like a compilation video of everything that happened. I really love how he did that, and it's tuned to me. But anyways, let's just take a quick look at the video. Literally feel the aura that was coming from that video. I just wanted you guys to like feel it too. Straight into the comments, Emeka wrote, "To reward for good work is more work. Your Excellency, you are doing more than you promised. 8 years is guaranteed. You have Enugu unwavering support." 0424 Son wrote, "Sir, I will vote for you, but Tinubu, nah, we don't like that N." Namdi Austin wrote, "This man said, just tell us say you dey campaign for Tilumbu." Onoha wrote, "You have my vote and absolute support. However, I will actively and aggressively campaign against Tinubu." Well, these are the few comments I can take. We have so much more because of time. There are few comments I can take. What is your reaction?
As a start, theme of the rally, Ofu Obi, which means one heart.
One heart.
Apparently, they're trying to juxtapose both the governor of Enugu State and the president, right?
Yes.
But my take is, I don't know how it's going to turn out if the Enugu are going to accept this, type of projection. But who is sellable here? The Enugu State government here has done a whole lot, so it's left on the Enugu to decide that yes, you are a man, and we want to, leave you there for the next 4 years. But for the latter, I don't know.
Well, people are already saying they're giving out their opinions already on socials. Mr. Sisi, what is your contribution to this?
It's a very tough ask. What Oji said is just spot on. Echoed my sentiments. It's a tough ask for the APC administration, because clearly we're looking at the individual. When I say we, I'm feeling the pulse of the Enugu indigene, typical Enugu indigene. Enugu has been away from the clutches of APC for so long, and then you had a governor who matched the energy of Governor Sullivan Chime, for instance, in terms of infrastructure and development. But now you're looking at him, he's now in APC, and it's difficult to separate both. I think the only way they can be guaranteed massive votes for APC in the next election is if there's a way they can merge the gubernatorial ticket and the presidential ticket. And we know that's not happening. So really, it's a good attempt, but believe me, Enugu Indigens, it's tough not to crack.
Exactly. I mean, it's really funny. But anyways, like you said, the Ofu Obi rally was amazing. But, you know, I believe that he's going to come in for a second term because people are like literally singing his praise. But for the latter, like you said, Oji, we're not so sure about that. And I don't think any people are ready for that.
We get to understand and see all that. We have run out of time, by the way.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Oji. Thank you so much.
Done right here. Thank you, Ijoma. And thank you, CC, for doing this with me.
My great pleasure.
This morning. Thank you to the production team and my guys up there at the control room. And thank you. You're far too kind. Be part of this since 8 a.m. I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow. So make sure you keep it dated with us right here. DSTV 254, Go TV channel 17, and Free TV 748 on social. We're at Afia TV, at Afia TV Official. On YouTube, Afia News. And in case you want to be watching us, in case you're not close to your TV, you want to go out, move around with your gadgets, your phone, laptop, or whatever tab, right? At AfiaTV.net. Go there and click on live. Then voila, you're watching us. Thank you very much. God bless you. My name is Oji Nwachuku.
And I'm CC Emetere signing out. Have a blessed week.